The following matchup is presented and played with Hockey Blast Express, a product of PLAAY Games LLC, copyright 2023, all rights reserved. And welcome back, everybody, as we get set for Game 5 of this time frame, as this will be indeed a winner-take-all game, as you can tell by the time frame series record, as both teams each won 2 games in this time frame. And with that being said, the winner of this game will take the time frame. And with 5 minutes and 55 seconds left, that will be the case. And again, once the clock hits 0, we will finish out the rest of this game, and then we will stop for the day. So with that being said, your goaltending matchup will be Ron Hextall for the Flyers and Ken Dryden for the Habs. Without further ado, let's get right into it with 5 minutes and 55 seconds left. Will the clock operator please start the clock? And we're going to begin with a quality check, this time between players 4 and anybody on the ice for the Flyers with Star. You know what? To tie, we got all the qualities. We're going to match up with that. Eric Lindros, both guys both guys have Star. And we move on in this one. Penalty check between players 5 and 1. That's Nyrop and Podine. Oh, Jean Podine is going to go to the penalty box with a penalty rating of 1. So Bill Nyrop is going to be moving in on Ron Hextall, hopefully to make the play save. 2 or 3 with a dot will do so. And it will. Ron Hextall with another key penalty kill save here to keep his team in this one. And we move on. Visitor scoring chance of a 21. Home goalie must make shot save. So Ken Dryden has a 2 or 3 with a dot in order to make the shot save. So a 4 or 6, 4 to a 6 will do so. And it will. The Flyers will get on the board early. Let's see who scored the goal. 7. Player with the best shot rating. That is Rod Brindamore. As Brindamore will Rod Brindamore will score the goal, and 2 assists will be handed out on the play. So it'll be Dale Hawerchuk and Joel Otto will be your assist takers on the Rod Brindamore goal. And the Flyers lead 1-0 here in Game 5, with the winner of this game winning the time frame. Penalty check between anybody on the ice for the Habs against player number 4. Either way, Kevin Haller is going to go to the box. So we're going to roll a die. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 to see who takes the power play opportunity. Player number 1, that's Bob Gainey. So Bob Gainey is going to be moving in on Ron Hextall, hopefully to make the 2 or 3 with a dot to do so. He does. He keeps this game right where it's at of 1-0, as it was player number 4. That's Kevin Haller. I almost moved player 5. Yikes. And we move on in this one. We got a quality check between player number 2, that is Mario Tremblay, and anybody on the ice for the Flyers with hit. The only guy with hit is Peter Sabota. So both guys have hit as we move on to the next segment in this one. We start the second period with a quality check, this time between players 2 and anybody on the ice for the Flyers with the qualities of skill. So Jimmy Roberts is the lucky contestant here. So pick your poison between Desjardins, Druce, or Romagnuc. I think we're going to go with Russell Romagnuc, as both guys have skill. And we move on to the next segment. Ooh, a home scoring chance of a 55. Any visitor player with a square stops a home goal. Guess what? Chris Terran, Terran or Thyron will stop the Montreal goal, as he does have a square, and we will move on to the next segment in this one. Quality check between players 3 and 4. We got Lamar and Desjardins for smart. Lamar will win that one as he has smart. So he's going to be moving in on Ron Hextall, hopefully to make the 2 or 3 with a dot to make the save, which he won't. And Jacques Lamar will score to tie things up at 1 apiece. Let's see who assisted Lamar on the goal. It's an 8. Player with the best. Oh, excuse me, not. I'm sorry. 8 is 2 assists. Guy Lafleur will get 1, and Guy. Yes, Guy Lapointe will get the other assist. We got a quality check between players 4 and anybody on the ice for the Flyers. We're looking for skill. I think we're going to go with Desjardins. Both guys with skill. And we move on to the next segment here in this one. Visitor scoring chance of a 65. Visitor defense stop breakaway chance. Home goalie must make a spec save. Come on, Philly, you guys can do this. 1 or 2 will save it. 3 to a 6 will not. Oh, and Ken Dryden makes the save. Nobody flips, and we move on to the third period. Oh, and triple fives. This is going to be a fight and a momentum shot. So it looks like, we got some contenders. We have the player who wins. I think it's just one fight. Yeah. So we're going to go with the highest guys with the highest fight rating. So Briseborough and Tremblay. So one of these two is going to fight. Dot, it's going to be Tremblay. And it will be Doug Briseborough against Podine, Holler, or Savoda. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 will be Briseborough's opponent. So Peter Savoda will be the fight. So we got a fight breaking out between Briseborough and Savoda. The crowd goes nuts here at the Forum. Let's see and resolve this fight here. 5. Home lands a punch. So 1 Montreal, 2 Montreal. Highest fight player lands a punch. That's 3 punches to Montreal. Another punch to Montreal. That's 4. Briseborough is probably going to win this one because it's 5 to nothing now. Oh my gosh! Again, Briseborough again. It's 6-0. 6-1. 6-2. 7-2. Oh, and the referee will step in. So that's going to do it. So Reesboro is going to win the fight and get an immediate 6-star shot. This segment versus the goalie's spec save rating. So it's a 2 or 3 with a dot for Doug Reesboro. Reesboro will win the fight, his first fight of the time frame, as Reesboro moves in on Hextall with a 2 or 3 with a dot to make the save. And he won't. He scores, and the Habs take the lead. Reesboro with the goal. Let's see who will take. Let's see who will take the assists on this one. 3 unassisted. Reesboro wins the fight and gets the goal. As wow, that was my first fight resolved in this project. The Habs lead 2-1. And we move on here with a quality check between anybody on the ice for the Habs and player number 1. That's Jean Podine for hits. Podine's not going to win this one. So it's either Tremblay, Robinson, or Nyrop. We'll roll the dice. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it'll be Tremblay. He wins the hit quality battle with Podine as he moves in on Hextall, who needs to make a 2 or 3 with a dot to do so to make the save. Can't, and the Habs will score 3-1. Mario Tremblay scores the goal. 2 assists will be handed out on the play. Robinson and I think Robinson and Jarvis. I think we'll do that. Tremblay from Robinson and Jarvis. So we move on here. That's 2 goals down, 4 more to go. Visitor scoring chance of a 32. Choice visitor player rolls for rebound goal using shot stars +2. Well, definitely I'm going to give that one to. Ooh, okay. So either Podine or Druce is going to get it. Dot, it's Podine. And it will be Podine. So using shot stars +2, so 2 or 3 with a dot will score the goal for the Flyers. And it will. Jean Podine with the goal, as it's now 3-2, as Podine will score the goal, and it will be 2 assists. I think we're going to give it to Corkum and Druce. So Podine from Corkum and Druce will be your assist takers on the Podine goal. And we have 3 goals scored in this 5th minute of the segment, and 5th minute of the third period. 3 down, 3 to go before the segment automatically ends. Oh, and triple fours. Oh my gosh, we got another fight breaking out. But guess what? There's no fight rating on the Habs, so that is going to do it. A little roughing matchup, no fight happens, and we move on. Home scoring chance of a 21. Visitor goalie must make shot save. Ron Hextall needs to make a 5. Needs to make a 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 to do so. 6 won't do it. He will. Nobody will flip, and we move on. We got a quality check, this time between players on the ice for the any player on the ice for the Habs against Rod Brindamore. And we're looking for speed. Ooh, tying. Looks like we got to pick our poison between Wilson, Lamar, or Nyrop, as all 3 of them have speed. Here's what we'll do. We'll let the decider dice say it. Dot, we tie. And we're going to give Billy the opportunity here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. 6 is a reroll. Serge Savard. So Ron Brindamore is going to win the battle for speed, as he moves in on Ken Dryden. He needs to make a 4 or 5 with a dot to make the save, which he will. And folks, we are counting down the time here in game number 5. Quality check between both players in 4. That's Haller and Robinson for Smart. Robinson has Smart as he moves in on Hextall, hopefully to make the play save. A 2 or 3 with a dot will do so. He will do so, and we go to the empty net mini chart in this one to decide either we're going to overtime or if the game is over. 5, the game is over. Stop the clock. My, oh my, what a series we just witnessed between these two teams. But the 76-77 Montreal Canadiens will take this time frame by winning game 5 by a final score of 3-2 and take the time frame winning 3 games to 2. No shame in the Philadelphia Flyers. They took the Habs to their limits here in this one, but eventually the Habs just the Habs just caught up to the Flyers, and they now advance in the time frame by a time frame record of 6 wins, only 1 loss, and 1 tie. So with that being said, stay tuned for the Bitty Bear game summary for Game 5, plus the Bitty Bear time frame summary coming up right afterwards. And also, stay tuned for our next wheel spin to figure out who will take on the 1976-77 Montreal Canadiens coming up in the next time frame. But for now, if you enjoyed today's matchup, do me a favor, leave a like on the video. If you have not done so already, please subscribe. Please make sure you're subscribed to the channel so that way you don't miss out on any of the newest time frames, the newest time frame matchups that I will post here on the channel. And once again, your final score for Game 5. The Montreal Canadiens of 1976-77 beat the 1995-96 Philadelphia Flyers by a final score of 3-2 to win the time frame, winning 3 games to 2. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's time frame matchup between the 1976-77 Montreal Canadiens and the 1995-96 Philadelphia Flyers. We look forward to bringing you future time frame matchups throughout the 2024-25 National Hockey League's regular season whenever games are being played. Once again, it's that time of day again where we figure out to see who plays the 1976-77 Montreal Canadiens next in this Gauntlet Challenge. Without further ado, please direct your attention to the Bitty Bear Team Selector Wheel presented by your favorite Bitty Bear products, and we will spin to see who will play the 1976-77 Habs next. As always, the wheel is sponsored by your favorite Bitty Beer products. If you choose to drink Bitty Beer, please drink responsibly. Big taste, Bitty price, Bitty Beer. Hello, Dallas. The 2022-23 Dallas Stars will be your next opponent, Montreal. Will be your next opponent for the 1976-77 Montreal Canadiens Gauntlet Challenge. We might get a classic, but let's figure out between the Stars and the Habs who's going to start the time frame as the home team. Please direct your attention to the Dot Cola home team selector wheel. As always, it's presented by Dot Cola, the official cola drink of the PLAAY Games community, and of course, of the 1976-77 Montreal Canadiens Gauntlet Challenge. And it looks like the 1976-77 Habs will begin the time frame as the home team. So with that being said, once again, thank you for tuning in to today's action for between the 1976-77 Montreal Canadiens and the 1995-96 Philadelphia Flyers. If you liked what you saw in today's video, please consider subscribing to the channel and turning on that notifications bell so that way you don't miss on any new time frame matchups that's coming your way throughout the 2024-25 National Hockey League's regular season. Also, if you would like to, leave a comment down below in this video to say how good I did, or if I can change anything, or if I butcher any names. If I do apologize. Hopefully I can get the correct name for the next time that it pops up. And with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed today's video. And as always, have a great rest of your day.